you know you can judge yourself. The Bible says that if you judge yourself, you will not be judged. So how do you judge yourself? Whatever you want to do, before you do it, check whether you are doing it because of yourself. And when you are saying self, we don't mean self as in you, a human, because you can be given to somebody to benefit, but behind your mind you know that you will reap one day. You reap, it is you. So the reason why you are still giving the thing to that somebody is because you will reap. Yes. Why you don't assume yami ye prepare sorry them senior oko heaven na obenya akunya tena so af no ye senke ka say you don't prepare sorry them senior one day brother Richard mom eko heaven obenya akunya partner so anka be yama na. That will show you that it is even your seriousness in church is self-centered. So you see how self-centeredness. So you can be so serious with God, trying to work hard in church, cleaning everywhere, making all the rounds, but you are doing it not because of Christ. You are doing it because of you yourself, what you will benefit from one day. One day, as you are doing it, say looking unto Jesus, but you are not looking unto Jesus. You are looking unto throne. You are singing songs that all those kind of things. You are singing that song too. You don't sing it because of Christ. You sing it because you know that. So you see, you have to see whether it is Christ-centered. Are you doing it because of Jesus, or you are doing it because of yourself? That's how you judge things. Are you doing it because you love Jesus and you want his work to move on, or you are doing it because you think if his work moves on, you too prosper? It still comes out to self. I love Jesus, so that when his work moves on, he will prosper me one day. It still comes out to self. The end product should not be you. Yes, the end should not be you. The end should only be the glory of the Lord. So he gives us grace, and by his grace we are strengthened to do his work. The way we live our lives is according to his word, his will. Our end is the glory of the Lord. So the end should not be you. The end should be the glory of that. God will have glory. That is why Jesus said, I have glorified your name. So Jesus has finished the work. The Holy Spirit only brings you to be a partaker of what Jesus has already finished. So your acceptance is only because Jesus has already finished. If you know this, that Jesus has already finished, there is so much power you can walk in. It will be easy. You are not walking in power because you are still trying to do it by yourself. And God will always fight. You know, God fights these ones more than devil. God fights those who are trying to do it by themselves more than devil, because they are the ones trying to annul the finished work of Jesus. They are the ones trying to fight with him for glory. So he will fight you more. Otherwise, if one person should succeed with doing it by yourself, the others will get as an example, and God will have to suffer loss. So he fight you. Some people try to suffer themselves just to be a part of the accomplishment that will come. It's like sometimes you want to pray and you are sleepy. You've done everything. You know you are sleepy. You are dying. You are sleepy. Meanwhile, you go and bring water. You think it is by that night prayer that day. No, God has to answer me, or God has to see that I'm serious. God knows that you are sleepy. You want to tell him that he has to know that you are serious. So you want to show God. So you go and wash your face. You come. You are sleeping. Everything you are sleeping. It's self-sacrifice, self-abasement. You can walk in that one easily, trying to prove something to God. Meanwhile, you say, this thing that you are using your strength to be doing, that you won't sleep. If you go and sleep, I'll speak to you. I have finished the work. The moment you began to pray, I heard you and I answered you. Now you are trying to prove to me that what? If you don't go higher, you won't see these things. They will smuggle themselves into, and you'll be doing it, and people will be hailing you. Hey. Meanwhile, somebody has what kind of foolishness is that? Stop that thing that you are doing. You are trying to prove yourself to the Lord. If it is by your sacrifice, you use that. You tell them that it is because of this thing that this happened. Meanwhile, this happened because he has sacrificed himself already. Your sacrifice was even possible because he has sacrificed himself already. Otherwise, by the time you started, Satan will come and say, what do you think you are doing? I am the Lord of this world. You stop that you're seeking whoever. And these things, don't be deceived. You know them today. If you don't fellowship with them, Satan will come and steal them. It is a daily fellowship with God. That is why Paul said, I can do what else through Christ who strengthens me. It means if you know Christ, I can't do anything.